Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada, where today we bring to you all of the pageantry and drama of the North American Gold Cup. That's right, it is the final game of the group stage, and it all comes down to this. 3 teams for 2 spots to advance to the next round. We have USA, B team, Canada, and Costa Rica all vying for that final spot. And the big game today is, of course, Canada versus Costa Rica. Winner of that moves on. The loser has serious question marks because USA is playing El Salvador, and they will most likely get a win in that game. It's not 100% sure. El Salvador has been known to crop up and bite some teams every once in a while. Play spoiler here and there. And they could do that certainly against a young USA B team. But the odds are not in that favor. The odds are for USA to win it. And that will put them in a position at least to advance. Most likely at the expense of Canada should we lose. Now, if we draw, we're still out because that gives USA 6 points and us 4 points. So it's got to be a win for Canada or nothing. So this is what we're going for today. Now, as far as the rest of the group stage, got a few teams that have already qualified. Mexico has already qualified from their group. Cuba's got a little bit of work to do, but most likely they are also going to advance from Group B. Group C is totally up in the air. We got 4 teams with 2 points apiece, so anything can happen. Whoever wins these 2 games moves on. If everybody draws, I have no idea what happens. What happens if 4 teams draw each other 3 times? I have no clue. Because the goal differential will all be zeros. It seems like an impossible situation, and yet here it is. It could happen today. So we'll keep an eye on Group C, because, that's wackiness, and we enjoy wackiness. Group D, Jamaica has already qualified. Honduras has a little bit of work to do against Martinique today, and winner of that game moves on. I believe they play each other. Anyway, we can take a look at the matchups, maybe. Well, here's today in this group. Let's get what we got to worry about. Costa Rica, Canada, USA B versus El Salvador. That's what we'll worry about. We won't get sidetracked with that other stuff. We'll take a look at that after today's match. So let's get to the match preview. No, not that. There we go. Match preview. Canada versus Costa Rica. Canada is the betting line favorites, 6-4, which is a bit strange considering Costa Rica is leading the group. Costa Rica, I believe, is a higher rated team than us. Let's take a look at them. We're familiar with them. We just played them last week. We've played them two or three times in the past, at least twice in the past. So, we're familiar with this team. They got Navas in goal, Duarte on defense, Alaman, Myron George up top. He has caused us some problems in the past. Big striker from Saprissa, so we are familiar with these guys. They're 53rd in the world ranking. That puts them a little bit ahead of Team Canada. Right now, Canada is 57th in the world. So we got a little bit of work to do to beat Costa Rica right here. And if we do manage to beat them, maybe we'll switch spots. Maybe we'll jump up to the 53rd position. That would be good. We'd be on our way going towards Mexico and the USA, and looky here, Jamaica popped up to 19th in the world, so they just keep improving. They've jumped up 5 more spots since last time we checked in on Jamaica. They're now well ahead of Mexico, who's sitting at 22nd, and USA I just had USA. They've dropped a little bit as well after their loss. Where did they go? There they are. They're 29th. So they dropped 8 spots. That's a big, big drop for USA. All right. Yeah, let's get to our team selection. I don't know that there's much else we need to look at in the match preview. We have won 2 of our last meetings with Costa Rica. Apparently, we've only played them twice. I thought we played them more, but who's to say? Here's the problem. Costa Rica coming in excellent form right now. 4 wins, 1 loss. Canada, meanwhile, inconsistent. 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. So that is no good. Actually, Costa Rica, no losses. Right? Did I say they had a loss? They got 4 wins and a draw. Not 4 wins and a loss. Anyway, they do come in better form, so we got to watch that. Head coach Justin Campos, we've looked at him before. He's an okay coach, not really working with youngsters. He's just sort of, he's a dude. He's been with Costa Rica since 2019. Trying to get them somewhere. I don't think they qualified for the World Cup. But anyway, we will be playing in FedEx Field, Washington, D.C. 59,000 tickets sold, almost 60,000 out of 91,000 capacity. So it's going to be a big, humongous stadium there where the Washington Redskins play. 93 degrees and sunny and breezy. It's probably going to be hot and humid in the nation's capital, so we're going to have to deal with that. It is July in Washington, D.C., so it's going to be hot and humid. But anyway, let's get to the game. Let's go. Let's go. This important match. We got to win this. We got to move on to the next round. The board will not be happy if we don't move on to the next round. All right, here we go. They've got the familiar happy face formation, the 5-3-2, I suppose you could call it. They do have Navas in goal, Calvo, Gonzalez, Duarte in defense. 2 appearances, 6.9 rating, hasn't done a heck of a lot. Matarrita, we're familiar with him. 2 appearances off the bench so far in this tournament, 6.6 rating. Smith, Borges, Bustos. Juan Bustos, nearly suspended, hasn't done anything apparently. No appearances, no average rating. Who knows what this guy's up to. Guzman, also in the midfield, playing well, 7.1 rating, only 1 appearance though. And then Campbell and George up top. Neither one with a goal, so I don't know exactly what's going on here. Is this a rotated side for Costa Rica, or I don't know, it's some weird attributes going on here, like guys who haven't played in any games. Not a lot of guys who started. Navas has 2 starts, obviously, but it seems like we've played more than 2 games, so I don't really know what these appearances are all about. Anyway, here's our lineup. Borjan, Cabra, Romeo, Jaguar, Tamori at right back. We're trying this experiment here. Going to put him at right back, see how he does. I feel like he's a little bit of a more athletic type player. Piet and Arfield in the midfield. Davies, Chapman, David, and Cavallini up top. So we're going to see if Chapman can continue his excellent play. 7.2 rating. He's got an assist apparently in 1 appearance. Apparently Alphonso Davies has never played a game in his entire life, even though he just played last game. Amazingly, his fitness was still at like 97% after he played game against USA. So, I mean, he's just a fitness wonder kid. And then David on the right-hand side, 1 appearance, 1 goal, apparently. Let's go. Dressing room. All right. Got to have a serious pep talk here. Let's be passionate. We could effectively qualify. Let's go. Not effectively. We could. I mean, it depends on what USA does. Like, if USA destroys the team they're playing against, I'm just blanking, El Salvador. If they destroy them, then perhaps there's a chance. But anyway, win and we're in. That's how I'm looking at it. All right, let's back off tightly marking their central defender. We do want to tightly mark their wingbacks. central midfield. Yes, that's fine. That's good. Let's go. All right. Your team selection has offered little by way of surprise. Diego Mora, the Costa Rican soccer post, who is enthusiastic. My team, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the game. Yes, it should be entertaining for the supporters. Blah, blah. Coach speak. The middle one is always like coach speak. So that's why a lot of times the reporter will tell you, like, give a proper answer. Anyway, we are in the whites with the red stripes. They are in the red with the blue shoulders. Red top, red shorts, red socks. Here we go. Costa Rica with a free kick. Borjan easily snatched that one out of the sky. No problem there. What are we up to here? Make sure we're highlighting. Yes, extended highlights. Tactics-wise, I don't think I looked at tactics, but I've been looking back at some of our game film as I put these videos out, and I've noticed that we've done a pretty good job of possession against Costa Rica. So we're positive mentality. We're going to try to possess things and just control the game that way. So far, it's working splendidly as we've only got 47% of the possession. But anyway, yeah. We'll see how that works. I am a little worried about Costa Rica's counterattack with those two strikers up top. And they're getting all the highlights here. I don't like this. Guzman. Another free kick. Team instructions. Perhaps we could tell them to stay on their feet. I mean, we do need a win today. Costa Rica's been overwhelmed. That's fine. We'll stay composed. No need to yell at the boys right now. What we need are some highlights. We need are some goals. Let's go. Cavallini, I'd love to see you score some goals, my dude. He's not really a work-it-in-the-box kind of dude currently. Looks like USA has gone up on El Salvador. Here's a throw-in. Cabra far side. Davies heads it back to him. Centers to Piet. Piet to Arfield. Arfield's going to take that shot. One touch. Off the defense. Another deflection from Chapman. And that went off our own player. So it's going to be a goal kick. So USA B squad has overtaken us. Currently winning. Here we go. Cabra. His cross is deflected. George picks it up. Oh, Cabra destroys him with that tackle. Fierce tackle. Looks like Cabra wants the ball out wide. Let's get it to him. There we go. Davies. Davies looking for Cabra on the overlap. Gets it to him. He sends it in. There's Cavallini. Can't win it. Chapman with the shot, and Chapman scores. There is our guy. The dude, as we like to call him, because he is just a dude, but he's playing like much more. It's like his fourth goal in international competition recently. Looking pretty good. He's sort of overtaken Asario as our starting attacking center mid, as weird as that sounds. And yet there he is. His fate at Toronto FC is a little up in the air. I think he's currently listed for transfer. I don't think we'll be interested in picking him up. Maybe we should be. There's a nice steal. There's Tamori on the right-hand side. That's what we've been looking for. A little bit more action out of our right fullback. See what he can do going forward. I mean, we don't want him going forward very much, but if he can add a little bit of athleticism to that right fullback, that would be good. Here's Davies. Sends one in. David on the back post. Cavallini gathers up the rebound. Drops it back to Tamori. Here he is on the attack. Ooh, that's par for the course with our wingers and our fullbacks always having their crosses blocked. Arfield sends one across to Davies. Okay, that was a fine. Look at that. We're first in the group currently. So we rocket from third to first with that one goal. Let's get a second. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Let's get an insurance goal. Here is Costa Rica. Guzman sends one in. Jaguar heads it out. Campbell on the recovery, but Borjan is there. Good stop. Good stop. That's what we need. We need his steadiness in goal to keep us calm, keep us focused. Currently, we're confident and motivated. Chapman and Davies playing well. Going into half up 1. It's pretty good. We'll take it. Cavallini maybe not playing so well. Like I said, this isn't really his game as a target man. Maybe we should change him to something else. Here's Gonzalez, Bustos, Borges. Looks like Costa Rica trying to get one back just before half. 1 minute of stoppage time to go. Gonzalez at midfield. Drops it all the way back to Calvo. Okay. They are really methodically working it up the field. They get it to Matarrita. He's covered, though. It's good. It's good. Oh, there's a turnover. Piet gets it forward. Cavallini. Okay. Nobody's really rushing forward on the attack, but I guess we're not playing that game today. We're playing the patience game. David has it. Got a little bit of space. Sends one forward. Cavallini with the header, and he sneaks one in. That was kind of amazing. I did not expect that, and I don't think Navas expected that either. He looked possibly offside, but we'll get a better view here. And maybe the left fullback's keeping him onside. Yeah. Cavallini, just a quick nod towards goal, and Navas was not expecting it. His 19 reflexes could not save him there. Yeah, 19 reflexes. I mean, he's so good, but yet we score a lot of goals on this guy. It's so weird. Just sort of have his number, I guess. Anyway, 2-0 going into half. This is what we need. Dressing room. Pep talk. Very happy. Let's go. Is there anything tactically we want to do? Whoosh, not really. I mean, can we look at the stats here? We've only got 45% possession, which is baffling. But it means Costa Rica must be just hanging on to the ball. They've got 4 shots, 3 on target. But I don't know. Cabra has lost possession more than any other player. Piet has won back possession. Arfield has been impressive. Chapman, of course, with the goal. 92% passes completed. That's what we're looking for. Anything else going on tactically? No? Okay. Second half. Let's go. All right. We need this. We got to get out of this round. It's very, very important for the future of Canada. I mean, at this... Whoa, there's a foul, perhaps. Nope, Cavallini just dove, apparently. Here we go, corner. Davies. Let's send it in. Nope, Navas is there. He had a man at the back post. Who was that? Romeo at the back post. Navas is going to throw it out. You see, they are taking it slow. He's not booting it downfield. He's just sort of... They're playing it out of the back. I don't know if that's really what they need to do against Team Canada. Oh, there's a missed tackle. Who is that? Is that Piet? There's George. That's Arfield. Oof, all right. Okay, they got one back. I mean, what do I know? I told them they shouldn't be taking it slow, but here they go. Borges, Matarrita gets a little space. George, he beat our dude Cabra on the back post. Cabra's got a 6.4. Didn't play well in the first half. This is the problem with having Lovitz as our reserve. Is he's not really any better than... He's actually, I mean, worse than Cabra defensively. He's worse than Cabra in every way, shape, or form except for size. He's bigger. He's 5'10", 165, as opposed to Cabra, 5'3", 121. But I mean, other than that, he doesn't compare, so there's no point. There's no point in having Lovitz in there. Okay, yeah. Now, what he does do, having Lovitz there, is he lets us play the same type of game, whether we got our first team or second team in there. So, there's something to say for consistency, but maybe we rotate a little too much. Guzman to George, heads it back. Bustos. They got 57% of the possession now. Maybe we should change things up a little bit. Maybe we should go like more counter-attacking. Try to hit them long. Perhaps. Here we go, Tamori. Tamori gonna take the free kick. Okay, that's fine. Just lays it off. That's good. Chapman, Arfield. There we go. Switches side to Cabra. This is why we leave him in the game wide open. Can't get the ball to Cavallini. Borges has it. That's not gonna go anywhere. Good header by Cabra, but Guzman. Johnny on the spot. He's pulled our defense. George. Good defense. Good defense. I mean, if George had passed that back, it would have been much more dangerous. But, man. All right, Cabra sends one in. Romeo on the back post. Sends it wide. 60 minutes. I got a feeling we should change things up. Here's Oviedo. Oh, David saves it on the back post. That was a goal for sure. Now, here's Cavallini on the run, and he is just obliterated. That was a cynical foul right there, as our friends from the British Broadcasting Company might say. And he gets the red card for his troubles. That's what we needed. Now we should be able to control the game and keep this under wraps. 67 minutes. Now the clock is rolling. Team instructions in possession. Let's waste some time. Let's go lower tempo. Here we go. Here we go. They're going to move George to the right-hand side, then back to the middle. Okay, messing around. 70 minutes, boys. Let's just run out the clock. 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That's all we need. Jaguar getting a talking to by the referee. Our defense has not played well. Starting with Cabra, Romeo, Jaguar, Tamori, all of them 6.6 ratings. Not so good. Cabra down to a 6.2. So maybe there is no actual harm in bringing in Lovitz. Harfield's got a yellow. I think we'll bring in T-Bert. Yep. Could sub out Jaguar as well, but I don't know. He did get that yellow card, but oh boy, here's Oviedo to George. George has been our bogeyman here. Let's cover him. There we go. Oviedo sends one across. There's Lovitz. Heads it out to Davies. Going to use some of that speed. Gets it to Cavallini. Cavallini gets it back to him. There it is. Good play. See that one in my mind's eye. Sends it across. Own goal. Costa Rica has fallen apart. Red card and own goal. Canada, hopefully, is moving on. Still got plenty of time left, but that is a crippling play. Oh, what was he thinking? What was he thinking? Oviedo. My dude, that is not going to look good in the highlights. Jaguar's improved to a 6.9. Chapman still rocking the 8.3. 80 minutes. Chapman's looking exhausted out there. Pause. Should we just sub or Yeah, let's just sub. All right, he's at 62%. I mean, we've got Asario on the bench. There's no shame in bringing Asario into the game. So let's go. All right, play. I was thinking about switching formations, going to the 4-4-2. But at this point in the game, why risk it? Lovitz with another header on the back line. Guzman intercepted. Here comes Davies on the run. He's got the pace. He outruns one man. He's got David. Oh, horrible pass. Why not just lay that along the ground? I mean, what do I know? David makes the best of it. Davies rustles around in front of the goal, and he gets one. I guess he knew his wing partner was going to send it back to him because he cut straight for the goal. Initial shots blocked, and then the deflection just sort of luckily goes in the corner. I can't really put that down to skill. Proceed with changes, yes. That was just sort of, I guess, work rate on the part of Davies. There's Borjan with a big stop. 87 minutes. Lovitz again. Lovitz has made some key defensive plays since we brought him in. I mean, nothing huge, but I mean, Davies has been huge, but Lovitz has made some small plays. There's a much better pass from Davies to David. He's got Cavallini out front all alone. There it is. I don't know what Costa Rica is doing, but they have fallen apart. I mean, going down a man doesn't help. They must be on the attack or something, because we're just brutalizing them in the counterattack right now. 3-on-1. I mean, they had a gaggle of guys who are making their way back, but I mean, they only had one guy ahead of our 3 attackers. So yeah, they decided to go for it. And now, I mean, that gives us a monstrous goal differential. Here's Asario. We're not done yet. Throw in to David. I thought he was about to get fouled, but there is the full time. All right, that's the game we've been looking for. Started out a little shaky, but eventually we took control. I mean, 1-1 for quite a while. 45th. Well, no, I guess not. I guess that's not true. It was 2-0 for a little while. And then they got one back, and then we took control late. 75th minute, 88th, 85th. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, good game. Great game. We're moving on to the next round, which is what's most important in life. All right, tell the team we appreciate their effort. Very happy. Very, very happy with the results and the way you played. Who got player of the match there? Does it show? Does it say? There it is. Cavallini. 2 goals. 8.8 rating in the second half. Outstanding. Way to go. All right. Now let's see how the rest of these groups shook out. USA beats El Salvador 3-1. That's a very interesting. Let's take a look at competitions. North American, not that. We're just upping the tension here. Canada and USA go through. USA with a +2 goal differential. If Costa Rica had just managed to keep it close, they could have beaten out the USA. Yikes, that's too bad for Costa Rica, but USA B team, look at that, the youngsters coming through. Meanwhile, the rest of the divisions have not played. So I'm going to pause it here, and we'll play out those other games and come back for a final wrap-up. So pause. Okay, we're back. It took a while, but the games finally got played, and here's how the group stage finishes. Canada and USA move on from Group A with 6 points apiece. Costa Rica also with 6 points, but a -1 goal differential sees them thrown out of the competition. Mexico and Cuba from Group B with French Guiana right behind with 4 points. Could have caught up with Cuba, wasn't quite in the cards for them. And then Group C, we got a couple of winners finally, and it was pretty much who we thought it was going to be all along. Haiti and Panama move on, but Guadeloupe and Antigua gave them a run for their money, that's for sure. And then in Group D, Jamaica and Honduras. Trinidad got one win, but they couldn't quite do it against Honduras. And there we go. Those are the 8 teams making it to the next stage. I don't know that pairings have quite been announced yet for the quarterfinals. Have not been. We can maybe move things along. We got a game coming up. Here we go. We get the announcement. Big email. Canada gets Cuba in the Gold Cup. That's interesting. Have we ever played Cuba before? I'm not sure. It's going to be a game in the Rose Bowl, Pasadena, California. Always love to play in the Rose Bowl. That's going to be outstanding. Going to be, 92,000 people there, possibly. Who knows? We've been getting big crowds for this Gold Cup, so you never know. Let's take a quick peek at Cuba. Not looking so hot from first glance. Overview, profile. 146th in the world. Not so good, so I think we should move on in the next round. Did Canada move up? 54th in the world, so we didn't quite move up to 53rd, which is where Costa Rica was, but we did move up a couple spaces, moved up 3 places after beating them, and they dropped. It says they went up 1. I don't know how that's possible because they were at 53, and now they're at 55, which should be -2. But maybe something else happened during the week. They went down 3 and then up 1. Who knows? Who cares? We're now the 3rd best team in North America. Let's see if that's true. Mexico's dropped all the way to 27th. That's disturbing for Mexico, I'm sure. USA dropped 3 spaces to 24, however that works. Where the heck is Jamaica? Jamaica, 22nd. So we're the 4th best team in North America currently. Just keep on moving up those charts, slowly but surely moving up the charts. Okay, we're going to end it there. Come back for next round against Cuba in the quarterfinals. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.